What is going on, everybody? It's Chris here, back again for Friendly Frenzy Games. Today we are starting into a brand new game that we just picked up called Inscription. Now, we say it's brand new to us. It has been around for a couple of years now, but it is on sale currently through the autumn sale on Steam. Heard about this game for a little bit now, especially through a direct recommendation from one of our really good friends. So thought this would be the perfect time to pick it up again because it is on sale. We've spent quite a bit of time with Magic the Gathering recently, so we're in this kind of strategy, kind of deck building phase right now, and it's been so much fun. This one gives a very unique kind of perspective and approach to a deck builder kind of strategic gameplay, so it's going to be really fun to work through this one. Not exactly sure how it works. One of the coolest parts, though, too, is because we've done and featured a couple of different roguelike or roguelite games on this channel. This one has those elements as well. So it's basically a dark horror deck builder strategic game with roguelite elements. Heard it's pretty challenging at times, but it's overwhelmingly positive right now on Steam, so we are super excited to hop into this. If you have any tips for us, definitely drop them in the comments. If this is your first time spending some time with us today, truly appreciate it. If this is a new piece of content, but you've been hanging around our channel for the last little while, obviously truly appreciate that as well. So hopefully you guys are excited as we are to go on this journey. Let's hop into it. So when you first start this game, it's literally going to just start like this. There's no other place that you can click on here. It's just a giant play button. So we'll go ahead and hop into that. Okay, so this is going to start our opening credits even. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, time to figure out what's on this thing.
So I'm not really sure what the backstory is for this game. I just know kind of what the game premise is. Again, just strategic, deck builder, horror-themed, roguelite elements. Very cool. So very excited to see. Press any button. Okay, perfect. Quit, credits, options, continue, new game. Can't click new game. We can only continue. I guess this is a card. Put the card in here and see what we've got going on. I like the art style. Again, it's pixely. We've played a lot of pixel style games on this channel more recently, so it's really cool to, again, just see a different style art, especially in a game like this. Another challenger. It's been ages. I like the eyes up here. That's cool. Perhaps you've forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Okay, so this is going to be the basic beginning tutorial. Play the squirrel card. So you have a squirrel. We have a stoat, or I don't know what that is, a stoat, I guess, and two wolf cards. Okay, so play the squirrel card. We can play it on any four, or any one of these four here. Okay, so we'll play our squirrel. Now play your stoat. What does W do? So W looks at their board, I guess. S is our board, and then looks back at our hand. Okay, so play your stoat. Stoat costs 1 blood, so we can see here that obviously that there's the 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. Okay, so we have to sacrifice one of our creatures to be able to play this stoat. Okay, an honorable death, play the stoat. Okay, so we'll put him in the exact position there. We're going to go back to our hand. We can't do anything. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. So these 2 blood counters are going to tell us how many creatures we need to sacrifice on the board to be able to put them out. That makes sense. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Okay, so let's ring this bell then. Your stoat stands unopposed. So I'm assuming that's because obviously there's nothing else on the board at this point. So we'll go ahead and just charge through here. The number on the bottom left is its attack power 1. So okay, so very similar to if you've seen any of our Magic content, or if you know the game of Magic. Our left kind of first number counter is our attack, and the next would be toughness. So very similar in that respect. So we're going to do 1 damage here on this turn. Okay, your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale, so you can see that there was 1 like die or something, some gold piece added to the scale here. You win if you tip my scale all the way down. Okay. like this. Okay. Oh, maybe this is the counters here. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we must need to do 5 damage. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. My turn. Okay, so he's got a coyote on the board. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. Okay, so he's got 2 attack. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat, so we did have 3 toughness or 3 health here. We are down to 1. I just don't know if it works in a similar respect to Magic where that's only going to be for this turn, or if this is a permanent kind of health loss now. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. Okay. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. Okay. It's your turn again. So it looks like, now that it's at the end of their turn, it looks like this must just be a health counter as opposed to a toughness thing. So once, you know, our health is completely depleted, meaning that it doesn't replenish at the end of turn, this creature's gone. So I guess that makes it, you know, easier to sacrifice creatures then. Our turn again. You may draw from your deck or draw a squirrel. I'm going to draw a squirrel just so that we can sacrifice these 2 creatures and get a wolf out. How dull. Okay, he didn't like that, but I'll play the squirrel, go back to our hand, and then we have a wolf card. Both of them are the same. The wolf demands 2 sacrifices. So again, just going back to this blood counter here, we have 2. So we can sacrifice both of these. I guess we might as well. This guy's going to die the next turn anyways, and this guy does no damage. So fear not, the beast is sacrificed but not removed from your deck. Okay. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. Okay. And now I guess we just play it. So we're going to do more damage than this coyote, so it might make sense to just... I don't know if this, at this point, if it makes more sense to put it in front or to put him beside. I don't really know. But we'll see. Okay, so we can't do anything now. We'll ring the bell and start combat. Okay, perfect. And actually now I see it's interesting because in Magic, we would have both done damage to each other, whereas this, you're only doing damage on your turn. So we didn't take any damage from the opposing creature, so that's interesting. That's kind of almost a flip in mindset there, but that's really cool also. We were able to just plop that creature card down, wipe his creature from the board, and now we're kind of unimpeded to attack. Obviously it's his turn now. He can kind of spawn whatever he wants, but okay, he's past his turn, I believe is what he said. Again, the choice, a random card from your deck or the certainty of a squirrel. I don't want to sacrifice a wolf and a squirrel just to put another wolf out. It doesn't make sense. So let's draw from our deck and see what we have. River Snapper. It still requires 2... You are lacking sacrifices for that creature. Okay, that's... So if we just press S one more time, we can actually see the damage and health counts, so that's cool. But again, it requires 2 sacrifices. It's not going to do enough damage, but I guess the whole idea behind this River Snapper is really to just kind of tank some damage. That's the idea behind it having 6 health points. So we're going to just swing for damage, I guess. We're going to do 3 damage to him. Okay, 3 damage dealt, 3 weights on the scale. So it looks like we're 4 out of 5 points here. We should be able to get him next turn. He's passed again. We're going to pull a squirrel out. It doesn't really matter. I don't think we need to really play anything. I will just because we can. I don't think it matters one way or the other. We'll do our combat. Obviously, squirrel's not going to attack for damage, but that 3 damage has kind of overflowed the scale. He collected those extra ones. We won the match. Perfect. So 5-0. Sweet. They won't all be so easy. Figures. This is just training, obviously. Let me recall your story. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so I guess this is where the roguelite stuff starts to kind of funnel in here. So we have a little bit of a map. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. Okay, so let's go to this first node here. Don't know what any of these do. 2 denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. Okay. The Caustic Adder. Damage from its poison bite is always lethal. It's a 1/1, so that's really cool. This almost sounds like, again, I'm going to kind of make a lot of Magic references just through our playthrough here, because that is the trading card game or card casting game that we are the most familiar with, and obviously have kind of put some content out on our channel. But this to me sounds almost like a death touch thing that, you know, if it damages a creature, it should automatically kill it. So this is kind of irregardless of the damage because of the death touch aspect. It should just automatically kill it, which is really cool. Obviously a 2 sacrifice here. What's this other card? A cat. The Undying Cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. So it doesn't do any damage. So this is very similar to the squirrel. But if we can always draw a squirrel, I'm not really sure what the difference is here. Especially since we need to sacrifice something to get the cat on the board. It's undying, but I guess I would have to actually see. Like maybe we sacrifice it and it just doesn't leave the battlefield. Then that would be pretty cool because it's always a blocker. But again, it does only have 1 health. So I don't understand that one as clearly. We can right click on here, many lives. Okay, so this is just telling us what the actual logos or what their actual abilities are. So many lives on the cat. When a card bearing the sigil is sacrificed, it does not perish. So I would imagine if we sacrifice this, it just stays on the battlefield. So that's actually a kind of cool aspect. Touch of Death, so Death Touch. When a card bearing this sigil damages another creature, that creature perishes. So it's exactly as I expected. That's awesome. I love the idea of a good Death Touch card. Another creature joins your caravan. So between those 2 cards, we picked the Adder. So the one with Death Touch. Awesome. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. So that must have just been from our last thing here. We've got a backpack node. So another event. You've come across an abandoned sack. It's almost like a board game right now. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. Okay, so we got a squirrel card here and have a second. Okay, so we got a second squirrel card. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. So he gave us a pair of pliers. 3 is as much as you can carry. So it looks like almost we have an inventory of tools or additional cards or something, and maybe almost like a sideboard kind of thing. We can carry 3 items at a time, so that's cool. And now we have a skull node. Okay, so the skulls must mean that there's a battle. Okay, so you were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. So you can see here that none of these do damage. I would imagine they're just serving as blockers. Now, I think we can only place things where the paw is kind of faced in the north direction. I don't think we can place things kind of... I think this is like for the opponents to place their cards, but I'm not 100% sure. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play, I get it. Maybe. You'll help me? Take your turn. Play along for now. Okay. So this is our starting hand. That's cool. You may see my moves ahead of time. Okay, so he's got something on the board already, so we can see. So he's got a wolf cub here, a 1/1, but it's got like a time or a clock or something on here. Fledging, a card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. That's cool. I guess that's what this means. The little 1 is the number of turns that it has to survive. That's cool. I would imagine a wolf cub would just turn into a wolf. Obviously, we know what those do. Whoop. Okay, so can I... Obviously, we can't do anything right now. We don't have anything to sacrifice. We can get a squirrel on the board. Yeah, so we can't put it on these ones. They have to be forward-facing. Right now, I want to see if I can just get damage across to his side, so there's no point in putting them in front or behind these stumps if they're going to serve as blockers. So let's just put a squirrel here for now. And because we can play multiple cards on this turn, I guess with the squirrel out, we can play our stoat and sacrifice the squirrel. Play him there so we can get 1 damage. Whoop. Okay. So we can get him out. Awesome. Okay. So Wolf Cub is out now. Mind the ambitious Wolf Cub. It ages swiftly. Okay. So now we can choose to either pick up a squirrel or draw from our deck. Okay, let's try and draw from our deck. Okay, that doesn't really leave us really with any options now because I've got 3 creatures that need 2 things to sacrifice. Obviously, we can sacrifice our stoat. I guess this is when you would want to play from your little sideboard here. So we just consumed one of these bottles to get a free squirrel card. That's cool. Let's drop this squirrel in. Also, there's a bat on here that just spawned. Airborne. A card bearing this sigil will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. So I don't really know at this point if there's a way that we can eliminate that guy. Obviously, again, if this is like Magic at all, flight They can fly over our attackers, and also unless you have like a specific kind of sigil or mechanic to reach flying creatures, you can't even do damage to them. So I'm not really sure how we're supposed to eliminate that, but I guess we will see. Let's see if we can get something that's going to do some big time damage on the board. At this point, our highest one is going to be the wolf at 3 damage. So let's play him. We'll sacrifice the stoat and squirrel, I guess. Put him... I don't want to lose all this damage on a stump, or I guess on a stump, and we're going to just take our chances that we can get this damage through. Okay, we did. That's cool. This is now transformed into a wolf, so that's sweet. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. It's going to do 2 damage to us, but we can't stop it. The wolf is just burying his damage into the boulder here. My bat flew right over your wolf. Okay, so that just kind of evened the scale a bit. Okay, so it doesn't put I guess it does put counters on their side, but it takes from what we had done. So basically we're just trying to out damage them. We need to do 5 basically consecutive damage before they're able to even it out, and that's how you win. Okay, so right now we were at 4 out of 5, now we're down to 2 out of 5. Okay, I get that. So this wolf that he's got here is going to be blocked by the boulder for at least 1 more turn. The only thing I don't know how this works now is the bat can keep flying over us. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get damage through, if it's going to fly over us, or if it's going to kill the bat. I'm not exactly sure yet. This is, again, another 2 sacrifices. I don't want to sacrifice a wolf. I guess we could pull a squirrel. We could pull a squirrel and then use that other... I'm just going to draw from the deck and see what we got. Okay, we have another wolf, so... At this point, I don't really know. So the wolf took the bat out. Okay, that's interesting. So we don't need any special mechanic to be able to reach airborne creatures. They're just going to fly over us. We just can't block them. Okay. That's really good to know. That's really good to know. Okay. So now he's basically... We'll draw a squirrel, because our deck is completely gone anyways. I'm going to draw a squirrel, but there's no point. I don't need to sacrifice our wolf. We made, at least from my understanding right now, we just need to make sure that we're going to have damage going through. And we're at 2 points right now. Nothing is blocking our wolf, so just on this turn of attack, we should be able to do our 5 damage. So there's our 3. We're up to 5, and we won. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. Very cool. I like that. That's cool. So this, it should be we're picking between 1 of 2 cards again. Cool. So we're just building up our deck at this point. Now, I'm not exactly sure, obviously, with roguelike or roguelite mechanics, I guess, in this game. I don't know if our deck resets every time we die. I don't know how all of that works yet, but we'll see. Obviously, the wolf cub we played against last game. So the young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. That's really cool because it's basically a cheap cast wolf. It only requires 1 sacrifice as opposed to 2, but we need to wait a turn. So that's actually, I like that. I like that. Sparrow. Ooh, I love flight though too. The meek sparrow, an inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. It only does 1 damage. Ooh, I love flight. And we already have so many wolves. But this could just give us the ability to fly over boulders and stuff. So I think I'm going to take Sparrow just for the added flexibility here. I'm really enticed by the wolf cub again, but we already have 2 wolves in our deck. It is really nice to be able to get that out, though, on 1 sacrifice, but I like the added flexibility of having Sparrow and just adding another mechanic into this deck. So obviously we have not seen what this node does yet. What do we got here? You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. It's a cool little, almost like ritualistic thing going on here. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. I don't know what that means. Ooh. That sucks. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. So basically between these 2 cards, I would imagine it's a random draw. We have to pick 1 to lose. I love Death Touch and I love Flight. I think, though, just in keeping this deck flexible. All of our casts right now are requiring 2 sacrifices. So the added flexibility of flight damage and only at a 1 sacrifice, I think we're going to keep the Sparrow, so let's sacrifice Adder then. That's tough. I really like Death Touch, but you looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. I don't know what this is actually doing. And I don't know if we were to pick Sparrow, I don't know if that overwrites or if they add. I don't know. This guy is always going to be a sacrifice for us. Let's just put it on a random wolf, just to get an idea of how this all works. So that is awesome. Ooh, it's really cool that it adds like a little glow here. So a ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the adder now lives in the wolf. So there was no damage change, no toughness change, but what it did do is basically imprint that sigil on our wolf. So I'm curious if that would have overwrote the flight, or if it would have just added to the flight on our Sparrow. We'll have to test that. I just didn't want to lose it, but okay, so that's a really cool node. Let's see what this one's all about now. Obviously haven't seen this yet either. Ooh. Very, very cool aesthetic in this game. Nice and dark. Pixelated, but like, I like it. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Okay. So I would imagine that's almost like a tribal kind of mechanic in Magic, where it's going to be like all of his wolf and wolf pup cards must all have the ability to fly, would be my guess, which is so dope. That's really cool. What can we see here? Bat and coyote. Oh, that's rad. Really cool. Nice, cool red glow. But again, obviously, we haven't I guess we have seen a coyote, but because it's a canine, like a type of species, like dog-like or whatever, it has the ability to fly. Bat obviously isn't canine, but it just has that ability anyways. But you can see which ones have actually been imprinted because of the totem. That is super cool. I want a totem now. Okay. What do we do? They can fly over us. We're going to need to put a squirrel out here anyway. So at this point, we're going to have some damage coming to us. We have our Sparrow. I want to see if there's something that I could do to do damage. I don't know if they have to be right in front of us to be able to do damage. They both only have 1 health. Our Sparrow has 2 health. So let's try and do this then. I'm going to put our squirrel here. Sacrifice it to get our Sparrow out. We're going to have a 1-2 right in front of this guy. We'll end our turn with combat. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this is basically just so... Okay. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. I don't know why the coyote didn't kill our Sparrow. That didn't hurt him. It just took damage from our player side. So you can see now he only needs 2 more points and he'll win. Ooh. Okay, so at this point he's gonna have 3 damage. He's gonna have 4 damage coming to us next turn. I think though I should be able to kill that coyote, but I won't have damage going through to his face. So what I'm gonna do is we'll put a squirrel out here. Put a squirrel out. I'm going to have to sacrifice both of these. We'll put a wolf down just so we can get damage through. We're not going to block. But I need to do damage just to kind of tip the scales in our favor a little bit here. I don't know if that's the right strategy. Okay. So he's going to do another 4 damage. Ooh. Might be a little screwed now. Yeah, I think I am. No care for the rules. Okay. Pathetic. Enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Okay. So, if we're attacking like these empty slots, I would imagine that's when we're doing damage. This is just what he's got on tap for next turn, so that's interesting. But I want to just see if I'm understanding this right. So obviously we can't draw a squirrel, but we did have some on our sideboard. I'm going to drop this squirrel here. We'll sacrifice it for the stoat. We'll play the stoat here. And then I'm hoping that when we do combat, it'll kill the coyote, and then we'll still have 3 damage going through for our wolf. And hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we are still losing. He's at 4. Our wolf will kill this guy, but that's not going to do any good for us. Ooh. I think I'm screwed. I guess not. What I need to do is wipe his creatures. So we'll put a squirrel here. Yeah. I'll be able to get the bat off the board. So let's do our river snapper. I'm going to squeeze him out and our squirrel. Put the river snapper on and then attack, because that should eliminate the bat, and I think we should eliminate the wolf cub. We won't have any damage done to his scale, but we should wipe his creatures if I understand this. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so now we'll have 4 damage flying through by the time he gets here. So we should be in good shape. I'm going to just, at this point, I guess, get a squirrel. Get a squirrel on the board just for a later sacrifice. I don't have enough on the board. We'll draw from our deck next time. River Snapper is kind of nice to have just to defend, but we'll have 4 damage coming through here. Sweet. Okay, so we're back even. He's got a coyote now, though, but he flew over us, so he did damage to our face. Again, that's another 2 damage, but even still, though, the way that our wolf is lined up, this coyote is going to be dead next turn. Let's see what... Okay, another wolf. Oh, this is our one with Death Touch, too. That's sweet. I'm not overly concerned. Like, 3 damage is going to do a lot to basically any creature right now, so the Death Touch ability on that is really no big deal. What we can do, though, just to make sure that we've got a lot of damage coming through, is we'll sacrifice both the squirrel, since it's not doing damage anyways, and we'll get rid of this river snapper. Put this through, and now we're going to kill the coyote, have another 3 damage coming through so we can tip this scale back in our direction a bit. Ooh, yeah. Now we're going to be good. 4 damage away from winning. So we're back, finally have the scale in our favor here. He didn't put any creatures on the board. We're going to put a squirrel down just to have some options later. Now we're going to have 6 damage coming through, and we're going to take this dub. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Nice. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Ooh, that was fun. I like that. Knock on wood. Okay. Okay, so we get more cards to add to our deck. I love the idea that you're just constantly building a deck. The Stalwart Snapper. Stalwart Snapper. A near impenetrable defense. Yeah, 6 damage is awesome. It's a 6 cast, though, but I don't know what that means. What's this mushroom thing? The Reviled Skunk. Its stench reduces the strength of the enemy. So it's a 0/3, so it doesn't do any damage, and we can get it out with just 1 sacrifice. So basically with this, I'm equating it, turning it to, you know, from a squirrel to a skunk. Basically a 0/1 to a 0/3. I can't see what that actually does yet. I would imagine it's just reducing the enemy's attack power, so that's cool. And the adder, so we have more Death Touch. I love Death Touch. We already have that, but I have it on somebody who's already doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna get the adder again, just because I love the idea of a 1/1 with Death Touch. I think, yeah. Okay, so we don't know what Bonfire is. This gave us the ability to basically imbue one of our cards with, you know, another's sigil. So that's cool, but I want to kind of get an idea of what all of these different nodes are as soon as possible. So let's go to the campfire and see what this is all about. You came across a small group of survivors. Okay. They all look cool. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire, that will enhance its power. Okay, so it's going to increase damage. You notice one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. Alright. What do we do? Okay, so we click this. So we can increase damage now of one of our creatures. What I want to do, Sparrow is a nice cheap cast with flying damage. Wolves are already doing a good amount of damage, especially this one having Death Touch. Doesn't really matter how much damage he does. Similarly, the Adder for a 2-drop with Death Touch doesn't really matter their damage. Let's put it on Sparrow. I think that'd be pretty rad to have flying damage. He's going to be, I would imagine it's just, yeah, so it adds a counter here. 1 extra damage. The fire warmed the poor Sparrow, enhancing its power. So we went from a 1-2 to a 2-2. That is rad. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the Sparrow away from the fire and left. Yo, okay. Alright. That's awesome. Should have another battle here. I love how many different nodes there are on the map. You're like constantly with each turn modifying and deck testing. Very, very cool. For both of us, it's somewhere in this foul cabin. I don't know what that means, but be silent or I will tear you to shreds. Okay. We got the Sparrow out nice and early, or we can have anyways. That's awesome. So these are going to be some blockers. So we have flying defenders. We can't control them, but they're basically protecting our side here. He's got a Sparrow. He's got a Grizzly. Ooh, that's gnarly. So what I would love to do is be able to pull our Adder out. But even still, even if we got our Death Touch Wolf out to be able to get that Grizzly gone, that wouldn't be so bad. But for right now, let's put our Squirrel out, get our Sparrow out, sorry, nice and early. We'll fly for 2 damage. Starting early. This Sparrow is going to be blocked, but we do... Oh, yeah, damn. I forgot that he doesn't actually need to make it here. Ooh, okay. I don't think... I can't sacrifice these, right? I need to draw a card. This could be make or break. Okay. I just want to make sure that I can't sacrifice these Grand Furs. It wouldn't be fair, but... Okay, lacking sacrifices. I'm going to just put this Squirrel up as a block, I think, right now against the Grizzly. Because if he just keeps pounding 4 damage into this 1 health, I don't think it really matters. Yeah, we can't... Yeah, okay. I can't sacrifice this Grand Fur. That's totally fine, totally fair. Okay. We're going to have 1 more damage come through if I could get this Grizzly gone. Okay, maybe that's the better play. I don't want to sacrifice our Sparrow, but I think it might make the most sense just to get this Grizzly gone, because we could eventually tip the scales and hopefully out-damage this guy. So we're going to just see how this goes. This might not be the right play, but, I mean, we're learning here. So press the button. Get the Grizzly gone. We'll have 1... Ooh, there's another Grizzly. Oh, God. Okay, I did not do that right, obviously. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. I did not see. I should have looked. I did not realize that that was another Grizzly coming on down, but using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Yeah, okay, that's totally fair. Get up. Get away from the table. Jokes. Yeah, I'm disappointed too. That sucks. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. What? Here's, oh, this? This thing? Okay. Bring it here. Where are you, my guy? Whoa. What's up, creepy goo? Sit back down. Ooh. Crazy. Okay, so we're sitting, I guess. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. Okay. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? Okay. So that... Okay. So I guess we can basically die twice to signify the end of the run. So we lost that battle, but we only lose kind of 1 flame on that candlestick. So we're going to have an opportunity now here. I would love to get some additional damage out of one of our cards, but at the same time, some additional items might be more useful. So let's see. We can pick another card here for our deck. Obviously, we've already got a couple of things of Death Touch here. Maybe we'll get the cat. because it's going to be like just a permanent blocker, so maybe that's cool. Oh, maybe the mushroom basically tells us we already have one of these in our deck. Okay, let's try the cat. Just because we don't have one of those already. And if I could imprint that like infinity thing on somebody else, that would be insane. I don't know if that's possible, but a gust from this may lift your creatures into the air if only for a turn. So that's going to give us flying damage. Its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleeding. Okay. Okay, so if we sacrifice a black goat, it's going to basically count as 3 sacrifices. That is absolutely huge. We have to choose one. Let's do the black goat. Just because we're having an issue getting things out onto the board right now. If you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. Ooh, so that's basically some like early game removal. We can chop one of his creatures in half. That's cool. That's really rad. Do I only get to pick one? Oh, I already have a black goat. Okay, let's do some early removal then. We already have pliers. We already have a black goat. Let's pick the scissors. Feeling overburdened enough with a full 3 items you carried on. Okay. That's so cool. I don't know what this is. A boss fight? Yo. Okay. So I don't know what this is. Oh, maybe that's his life now. We only have 1 life. He has 2. The trees seem to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Yo, that's so cool. That looks awesome. Hee-haw, 'twas the Prospector. That is so cool. He's doing the Prospector again? Easy, boss. The mule's key. Okay. It's a good thing that we were able to load up with some items, because that could come in clutch for us right now. Let's just see what he's got on the board coming. Pack mule. So he said that mule is the key. What does this do? Sprinter. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. So it's going to move to the right. I don't know how that happens. If he would switch with a coyote, or if the coyote wouldn't be allowed to, or like, maybe they swap. We've got to get, by the sounds of it, we got to get that mule off the board. Okay. So we'll have our squirrel here. Sacrifice it for our stoat. Drop him here. I don't know if I'm sure, dude. What is this? That might have been bad, but... Okay, he was supposed to move to the right as far as I saw. I don't know why he moved left, but... Okay, let's get our wolf on the board. What else does he got coming? More coyotes. Okay. I got a squirrel. I just don't know where this is going to make most sense to put our wolf. Let's sacrifice. I'm going to put it right in front of the coyote. No, that's probably bad. That's probably really bad. Because that coyote's going to come in and kill us next turn. I probably screwed that up. I'm going to just use this. I don't want to. Let's cut this pack mule. You can't cut that. It's too thick. Oh. Okay. Maybe. Okay. We're going to just roll with this, but I think I screwed that up. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Oh. So basically it's like trample from magic. Okay. Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. Okay, that is awesome. So because the coyotes only had 1 health each and our wolf is doing 3 damage, and they were in line, it kind of did like residual damage. That is so cool. Okay, very cool. Gonna put another squirrel on the board here. We're gonna swing with this wolf. It should kill the pack mule, no problem. Nice. Oh. Oh, we got cards for that? Oh. I thought when we kill his mule, it's going to give him 5 cards, but that's amazing. Dag nabbit, my mule. Okay. we're in like really good shape then. So we have another squirrel that we can put on the board. I still don't think, yeah, I was gonna say, let's draw from our deck here. We have an adder. We have a raven, a 2/3 raven, a 0/3 skunk. Okay, let's put a squirrel on the board. And let's put a raven up in the air, I think. What does this do? Sharp quills. Once a card bearing this sigil is struck, the striker is then dealt a single damage point. It's hard to say. What does he have coming down the pipe here? Coyote. Okay. So we're going to swing. I just really have to figure out the order how all the turns and stuff go. Because we're going to do 3 damage, and then I would imagine it's going to come in, and I don't know if it does face damage, or like to our scale, or if it would attack our creature. I'm not sure how that's decided yet. That's the only thing that's kind of making it a little hard to determine what the best kind of approach is to this. But let's sacrifice these 2 squirrels. We'll get this raven up in the air for now. We're going to have 5 damage come through anyways, actually, so we should win this turn. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so we have the candlestick. He has this skull. I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. So we're going to have to beat him twice. Okay. There's gold in them cards. Oh, so now he turned all of our guys into gold. I've struck gold. What do we do with this? I think they're just blockers now. So we only have 1 position to be able to make some damage and stuff count. Oh, okay. Guardian. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing this sigil will move to that empty space. When an opposing creature, so one of our creatures, is placed opposite to an empty space. Okay, oh, so this is going to come... Bloodhound would come. Okay, so if we put Adder out... Okay. I shouldn't have... I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. Gold nuggets we can't sacrifice, I don't think. Your gold nugget can't be sacrificed. Okay, we can't play any of these things. I could do Black Goat, but I'm going to waste because we can only play 1 creature. I'm going to just skip the turn, I guess. We do have our pliers if things get hairy here, but okay. Okay, that's fine. That's not so bad. Let's put... Okay, I'm going to do draw a card first. Okay, let's get this out. Oh, cat. Do a black goat. Oh, we need to sacrifice. Oh, I screwed that all up. I screwed that all up because we need to sacrifice something for the black goat. That's my bad. Hey. So we can't do anything this turn. That's bad. Okay, so he did 2 damage. Get a squirrel here. Put him down. Sacrifice the squirrel for the black goat. So we'll put him here. Now, let's do the adder. So that's going to be 2. And we should still have 1. Unless, okay, that doesn't work like that. So we could only spend those sacrifice costs for a creature with somebody who takes like 3 to spawn. Okay. Learning a lot. But that might kill us, though. We're going to kill that Bloodhound, which is nice. This adder is coming. Oh, and it kills the nugget, too. Okay. So we're going to put the squirrel in here. If this never dies, if the cat never dies, I'm hoping that it's just basically going to stay as a blocker for us. That'd be pretty rad. But we'll see. Okay, so we did 1 damage. He's only got 1 point now. So much for that. I guess that's only when it's sacrificed. Must only be when it's sacrificed. Okay. So that adder, we just have to out-damage him now then, because that adder is going to be able to just keep killing us. Okay. What does this do? Well, I think this makes them take damage. This would, when we die, at least kill them too. Once a card bearing this sigil is struck, the striker is then dealt a single damage point. Okay, so let's put that in place of our squirrel here, because the adder is going to kill us next turn if we don't kill it. I don't know how that works. We should actually kill it. Okay, so that's another good thing to know, because again, obviously in Magic, even if they block or we do damage, Death Touch is Death Touch. This, they basically only have it when they're attacking. So he defended basically with his Death Touch, but it didn't kill us. That's really good to know. So the hardest thing that I'm having, the hardest part that I'm kind of having in my head, computing all of this, is just the differences in Magic. So that's really, really cool though. I like that. So we have a bunch of 1-drops in our hand, which is really cool. Let's put another squirrel out here. Might as well do a sparrow just to have damage fly over the adder, and then he's going to kill us next turn. But actually, I guess I probably could have just let this 1 damage keep coming through, but whatever. So that's 4 damage right there. He's going to kill us now. But that at least prevented damage going our way, and we should still be fine. I'm going to just put a squirrel up to block. Again, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just put a skunk out because it's going to kill our guy anyways. Oh! Oh, that's cool. I thought that was only when... I thought this debuff basically only got applied when they were attacking, but already the creature opposing a card bearing this sigil loses 1 power. Okay, so I wonder if they still have Death Touch, basically, if they do no damage. I'm not exactly sure. It shouldn't get to that point, though, because we're going to have 2 damage coming through and we'll win. We only need 1 point to win, so we should be fine. That is awesome. There is a lot of little nuances in this to kind of think about when you're setting this up. You would not think, because there are only so many spaces on the board, but there is quite a bit of thought and strategy just in terms of placement. Very, very interesting. Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. Okay, so when you win a boss fight, nice. So Miner's Bane, defeat the Prospector. We got an achievement for that. Cool. But it looks like after every boss fight, he ups your candlestick back to full health. Awesome. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. Go right in the middle. Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed. But do you have the heart to try? Child 13. So this is very similar to our cat already. I don't know. Okay, we can look at everything. That's cool. A largely unimpressive specimen. I wonder what this turns into after 1 turn. Gek. Uninspiring Gek. Perhaps you can find a use for it. Actually, what's really nice is that this is a 1/1 with no sacrifice cost, so it would be early damage. What does this turn into after 1 turn, though? We don't know. It's nice, though, that it's a 0/3. Okay, let's try Strange Larva, just because it's going to be nice to have some more powerful creatures, obviously, going forward. With the sound of the Prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. That is so cool, you guys. So cool. Okay, so here's a new map. The rank smell of rot and mold permeated the humid air. Okay, so I don't think we've seen this node yet. We have the option to get a card here or whatever this is. I don't know what this is, so let's go check it out. Every step forward was unanswered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. So we're in the wetlands now. I don't remember where we came from, but we're in the wetlands now. Very cool. You must make a different kind of choice now, okay? Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. 1, 2, or 3. We don't have any 3. We're going to try 2 because the majority of our creatures are 2. The flighty elk. It moves after attacking, okay? Oh, so maybe I should have looked for something with 1. I thought we were having to sacrifice one of our cards that were a 2 cast. Okay, a random card with a cost of 2. What were you expecting? Not that. Okay, that's cool. Still not really sure how that mechanic works yet, but obviously, I mean, if we have a card that does it, we should get a little bit more exposure to it. So this is the one where it imprints sigils, so that's cool. Again, I wish I understood a little bit more about what it actually does. I don't remember what this is. I don't remember if the top is what gets imprinted, I think. Okay, let's try and put it on our flyer then. I don't know what we want on him, but what do we want? Never dying? That'd be pretty rad. Or I wonder if we could do that. Like if we could change our flyer into something really powerful and does flying damage. That'd be pretty cool. Because then this just turns into a 0-3 defender. Let's try that. Put that on our Sparrow. That'd be really cool. Yeah, let's try that. Ooh. Curious to see what that's going to change into. But for a 1 cast, if we can get something that is, you know, over a 2-2 with flying damage and only needs to stay alive for 1 turn, that is pretty cool. Okay, he's got a lot on the board already. Kingfisher, I don't know. Waterborne, a card bearing this sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. So basically this thing we aren't going to be able to attack. So there's 2 of those and Sparrow. So they all have flight right now. We have a squirrel. We're not going to be able to damage that anyways, so his Sparrow only does 1 damage. Let's get the cat on here. We just have a bunch of 0-1s, so none of that is really going to help, honestly. We're not doing any damage. 3 damage already. Okay. That's tough. We're already screwed, basically. We're going to get a wolf out. We would basically... Okay, so they were all 1s, I think, right? Okay. So we'll put a squirrel here. And then sacrifice the cat and the squirrel. The cat won't die because it was sacrificed, so that's cool. This Sparrow is going to kill our cat next turn, but that's fine. We're going to have 3 damage coming through, so that'll at least negate everything that happened to us last turn. So we're back to even. Sparrow's going to kill our... Oh, Sparrow still flew over us. Okay. So we're just kind of trading damage at this point, which honestly isn't so bad for us. What I think I need to do then, I should have put the cat somewhere we didn't need him because I'm not going to be able to put the wolf where I want him. But we'll put our squirrel here, sacrifice again to get a second wolf up. Okay, and then we'll do 6 damage, which almost would have won us the game if he only had 1 damage on the board, but he's obviously got more than that. But we're in pretty good standing right now. River Otter's going to come do 1 damage to us. Okay. They all have that Kingfisher thing. What do we want? We'll put this... Oh, they all have flying anyways. Okay. We're going to do... Oh, we're going to do 6 damage. We should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. We're going to do 6 damage because we can't kill the attackers. We're attacking the scale basically directly. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Very clutch to get both of those wolves on the board early. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. Oh, okay. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. Okay, so every time that we do more damage than 5 to kill him, we're going to get additional teeth, I guess. And that's almost like a trade currency. That's cool. Obviously, we haven't seen that person yet, but cool. So again, we're getting another card. The Fervid Mantis. Its prying claws strike both to the left and to the right. So that does damage on either side. That is sweet. We got to get that card and then boost his damage. That would be so cool. Card bearer, yeah, that is to the left and to the right from the space. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. A card bearing this sigil will strike each opposing space to the left and right of the space across from it. Cool. River Otter, the elusive otter. It submerges itself during my turn. My turn. Okay, so again, a one cost. These are all 1. That's awesome. Nascent fawn. It quickly grows into an elk. We already have 1 elk, but it's only 1 turn, and the elk's actually pretty strong if I remember correctly. The elk does, okay, 2 damage and has 4 health. I like the idea of doing double damage. That could be a huge board wipe for us. Let's get the mantis in here and see if we can pump his damage. That'd be really cool. The problem though with that is he only has 1 health. We have 2 out of 3 items, so I'm not going to do the backpack. We can either choose to give somebody damage or imprint a sigil. So let's get some damage on our mantis if we can. Or I could have just imprinted the mantis's sigil on somebody who's really good already. That probably would have made more sense. Oh, and it's not always damage. It looks like this one here is going to give us 2 health. Okay, that's rad. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There is room for a creature around the fire. The warmth will enhance its health, said another. Dope, okay. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips. Who do we want to give 2 health to? I'm hoping that if we keep pumping this sparrow, eventually when it evolves, that it would kind of add our additions here. But I don't know 100% if it would. The wolf, just to make sure he doesn't die, would be pretty awesome. Because the death touch doesn't apply to what's across from him, so maybe it makes sense to do this. Because we're already, in theory, should get an additional damage and health increase once this evolves. The adder with a 1/3 would be really cool too, because it's only, oh no, it is a 2 cast still. Okay. Ooh. Like really, we should be trying to round our cards out a little bit. Maybe I'll put it on the mantis. I wanted to give him damage, but at the same time, health could be pretty cool. It's important to have some really good, cheap 1 casts. We've got some decent 2 casts. Obviously, the sparrow at a 1 cast is pretty good too, but we don't have enough good 1 cast cards. I'm going to put it on the mantis. That might be wrong. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of different ways that we could have went with that, but this thing is basically doing 2 damage per attack if there's people on either side, so that's really cool. The health of the mantis was enhanced by the warmth. Very cool. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. Okay. Getting into another fight. Alright. Alright. So we have a Grand Fur here again. It's a flying blocker. We've got our big bad boy, the Stout. It's me. Yeah. What do we got here? A flying bee. Just 2 bees with flying damage. Okay, so put our squirrel out here then as a blocker. Because we should be able... We'll do damage in front of these guys. They're not going to do enough damage to kill us. So let's just get this done. That's 2 damage already. He still did damage to us. Okay, so we're a 3/4 now. Elder Sparrow. That is rad. Who do I want now? That's another flying creature, so the squirrel isn't really going to do anything. But I want to make sure. So this bee is going to die. We've got some damage on the board, so okay. Adder. That's not really going to help us this time, I don't think. So let's just swing with the sparrow. I don't know why that didn't kill the bee. I guess flying creatures just don't hit each other. So I'm learning a lot all of a sudden. Flying creatures just fly over each other. Okay, that sucks. I'm hoping then this stoat will be able to hit the bee. We're doing enough damage though, right now, because we've kind of transformed here, but... Okay, so only land creatures can kill flying creatures. That's a really good thing to know, because I thought flying would have been able to hit flying. Again, a magic thing, but... River Snapper, we have 1. River Otter, we do not have yet. Bullfrog, the watchful bullfrog. It leaps in the way of attacking flyers. So this we can use, actually, to block flying damage. That is important. I'm going to take that, just because that is a concept that I understand very much just from Magic. We still have 2 out of 3 items here, so I'm not going to bother with that. But again, we have the option now. This, it could be health, it could be damage, not sure. This, we could move somebody's sigil. That's pretty important, but I'm all down right now for base stats. As much as I love the idea of moving sigils, raw damage or health, we're getting another 2 health. Okay. Though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampen the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its health, said one. Okay. There are so many options in this game. Very, very cool. What do we want? We've got quite a deck here. Bullfrog to block all of that damage could be really cool. Sparrow turns into a 3/4, so in theory it should be a 3/6. That would be pretty rad. This wolf, though, with Death Touch, I think is going to be increasingly important. The adder, though, as well. I wish it was damage. It's Bullfrog, though. Bullfrog, a 1 cast, flying block. Let's do that. Give him some damage. Otherwise, a 2 block is basically just sacrificing him. 4 damage, though, he could be a pretty good blocker. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your Bullfrog. I don't know if I'm making the right decisions, you guys. I have no idea. This is... I don't remember what this is. Have we played against this thing before? Oh, it's a totem battle. Okay, so everybody has flying block. Okay. Alright. Kingfisher has flying block. I don't know how that works, though, because on his turn, or on my turn, they flip anyway, so maybe that doesn't matter. Okay. We'll have to see. Bullfrog. So we're going to have... Okay. We want to do damage. Stoat is a 1/3. Coyote does 2 damage. I'm not sure really what I want to get rid of more. We'll kill the coyote by doing this. Total misplay. Could be. I don't know if this guy's just taunting me or maybe I did screw it up already. I'm not sure. Coyote's going to hit us. Okay. They're doing 2 damage. Okay. We can get a squirrel here just to block this. So we'll sacrifice the squirrel. Block that damage coming through. And then we should do 1 damage to it after also. Actually, no we won't. No we won't because they're flipped over. Okay, so we're going to do damage, kill the coyote. That's rad. We have 1 health still. So that's 1 damage, 2 damage. Okay, so we're not really getting anywhere at this point. We don't have any damage on the board. I'm going to do this. We're going to move... We're going to sacrifice this guy. I just don't know exactly how the elk works. Okay. Okay. What else do we got? That's cool. We could sacrifice... That's gonna block. We'll have 3 damage coming to us next turn. That's gonna be 2 damage. Thinking maybe at this point I sacrifice the elk, or do I sacrifice the bullfrog? Because he's gonna keep taking damage there. I want to see if we can do this without using the tools, just because it's nice to have that as an option. Okay, so maybe we will... He's a 2/3. Maybe I'll just wait. We should be okay. We should have 2 damage go through, 3 damage go through. They'll have 3 damage come through to us. So this is basically a... yeah. Okay. He'll have 3 damage come through. Oh, he'll 2 damage. Okay, perfect. That's fine. Bullfrog's going to die next turn, but we can at least get our sparrow in here now on the squirrel. What do they have coming down the pipe? Really quickly here, let me see. I can't. Okay. A raven egg. So that has flying block and another coyote. Okay. So they don't have anything over here. Let's get our sparrow out over here for now. And swing for damage. So we'll have 4 damage, 5 damage coming through. They have 1 point, so we're not going to completely win yet. This bullfrog's going to damage this. Okay. That's 1 damage come through, so we just need to have 2 damage go through. With this elder sparrow, we'll be fine. Nice. And we'll have extra damage come through as well. I'm going to put this squirrel, not that it matters, but we should be all good here. Nice. Raven egg is dead. We do additional damage here. Boom. Good play on the elder sparrow. Perfect. I'm liking that that transmutes with additional health and damage. Don't know what this is. We have not seen this yet. You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Okay. Cool mask. Care to look at me pelts? Sure, sir. Take a pelt free of charge. Okay. See the quality? You mean one? Or like this being a rare, I guess? See the quality? Okay. What is this? All the ones that we have? Can I get this? Golden pelt? You'll need more teeth for that one. What do we have? 2, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6, 7. So we have 7. We could get 2 pelts. I don't know what they're for, but might as well get them if that's the only thing that we can buy. Okay. So we picked up 3 pelts, I guess? I don't know. Please consider me pelts. We did already. Okay. So we've spent all of our teeth. Man assured you of the value of the pelts. I don't know what the pelts do. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, so again we are faced with another thing here. Do we imprint a sigil or go base stats? Let's just go base stats at the campfire here. Hopefully it's damage this time, but I mean health isn't bad. What the hell is this? Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power, said a hungry survivor. That's the power? Okay, alright. I'm gonna let's put it on the mantis. And hopefully I can draw the mantis. So he's gonna be a 2/3 with damage that goes side to side. That's pretty rad. Fire warmed the weary mantis and enhanced its power. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your mantis in tow, you retreated into the woods. Okay, is this another boss fight already? Or is this the trader then? My boss battles are high-stakes tests of your aptitude. With one flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I will let you keep the smoke. Okay, so it is a boss battle, but whoa, one of the stipulations with this is we have only 1 life, which is fine. That's how we did our last one, but we lost that one before. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. I don't know what the smoke does, but a hulking man sat by the brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. Yo, I am the angler. Go fish. That thing looks cool. Really cool mask. Really cool mask. That guy looks creepy as hell, man. That's rad. Okay. What does the smoke do? No, I just wanted to see what it does. Okay, it's just an 0/1 blocker. Kingfisher, so this guy flips when it's our turn. Okay, so the smoke is basically free. These are all just kind of blockers at this point. Let's sacrifice. This is what, just a 2 damage? I don't know if we were to lose the wolf pelt. I don't know if we can still use that later, or I don't know. I want to get some damage on the board though. It's gonna turn on our, this kingfisher is gonna turn on our turn, so we can't actually kill him. I need to put a bullfrog in his path, so okay, we can't sacrifice the wolf pelt either. Okay, that's really good to know. Let's put our wolf here just to get some early damage on the board. Do 3 damage, boom. He's not gonna be able to okay, yeah, he will. Okay, so that's 1 damage. Which fish? Hard choose. What? Yo, I don't know what this means now. He takes that from us? I'm not sure what that means. I'm gonna put the squirrel there. Fresher fish, easy choose. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice this squirrel though, just so that we have a frog to block. New fish, easy choose. So I don't exactly know what that means, but he likes everything new that we're putting down. So it's kind of nice because we need to keep that wolf on the board. With this combat turn though, we will kill him. We'll have 4 damage go through. Perfect. Okay. That's nice. Oh my god. Too fast, too soon. Yo, what is this now? They all have flying block. They're all 4/6 grizzlies. How the hell do you do this? Rabbit pelt. Oh my. We can't sacrifice these. I pulled from the deck. Oh my. Okay. I'm gonna cut this first grizzly. Probably doesn't matter, because we're gonna lose our wolf anyways, but at least we'll get some damage through now. Those grizzlies are gonna kill all of our creatures here. This wolf's dead. Oh yeah. Board wipe. Okay, we don't have anything. We don't have anything in hand. We just don't have anything. Mantis is a 1 cast, but I can't do anything. This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna lose. We're gonna be dead. I don't know how you're supposed to beat that. Damn. Wow. Huh. Go fish. We're dead because we only had 1 life. That was a really cool end screen though. Damn. I don't know how you're supposed to do that. All of his creatures were way stronger than ours. I think with that fight, knowing what we know now, you basically have to build up a defense before you kill him. Because if that's going to be the play every time, definitely learn something that fight. Wow, you aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. So I think we lose our deck now. Your very own Deathcard. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some of the cards from your mediocre deck. Yo, rad, okay. We can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Would this mean that it's 0? A cost of free from the wolf pelt. Yo! And another. This time I will use its power and health. Its power and health. Wolf. Okay. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. Death touch. I think we got it, right? Or never die. But that's only on sacrifice though, so there's no point in sacrificing somebody with a 3/2. Okay. The wolf. Sigil of death. A sigil of touch of death from the wolf. Okay, so we've basically just recreated our wolf card, but instead of a 2 cast, it is free. So that is so cool. Let's call it Frenzy. Whoop. Frenzy. I'm just gonna call it Death Touch. Death Touch. Oh my god. That's death tough. Stupid. Hopefully I can edit that. Blood Artist. Complete your first death card. Yo, that is cool. You do not need to smile. So I wonder then if you start at the very beginning and basically rebuild your deck. I would imagine that probably makes the most sense. Or if they start you on the most recent map. Here we go again. Another challenger. Okay, so it looks like it's back to square one. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. Okay, so we definitely know more than we did. A resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. Oh, we don't know what bones are. Or why we're getting this card. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. Okay. Okay, that's rad. So sacrifice or death. That is really cool. Okay. So the Rattler. So already we are facing stronger creatures there. Squirrel. Sacrifice the squirrel for the stoat. We'll be able to... From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. Where are they? Oh, they're over there. Okay. You will not lose this until it's spent or the battle ends. Okay, cool. So you can't carry them with you, but... Okay, so that does 3 damage. Okay, so that's going to kill our stoat, actually. That sucks. But we'll be able to bring the opossum in after. We'll do 1 damage here. Okay, we'll at least block this damage. Cool, so there's our 2 bones. we just basically have a ragtag deck here again. What does this opossum do? It only does... Okay, so we'll be able to kill this rattler, which is awesome. Let's just see what our next... Okay. Bring the opossum in then. For the 2 bones. We'll swing, get rid of this rattler. Awesome. Oh, he's got another one. We're going to die. Not this turn, but... Might as well just sacrifice him, I guess. Or we could just use him as a block. Now we'll sacrifice and get some damage on the board with the wolf. We got 2 bones again already. We only have that 1 opossum though, but it's cool to have actually a different way to spawn cards. He's going to do 3. So we're going to just keep canceling each other out here, but I'm going to just block him now. Block him with a bullfrog just because... Like at that point, I guess we might as well just block him with the squirrel. I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference. Yeah, I'll just wait. Oh, that was stupid. I could have killed the... That was stupid. I'm still just thinking about magic for some reason. Okay, so if we can sacrifice this, now we swing and we'll kill him. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so we got additional teeth now too. So it's kind of cool because you can think about this in a couple of different ways. Because really, if you wanted to try and set up overkill damage to be able to get better pelts, that's really sweet. Oh, I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. Where's the safe? Is that me? Okay. That's cool. Let us continue. Yo, this game is sick, you guys. If you guys like strategy, dark horror, kind of roguelite elements, there is a lot of thinking, strategy, deck building, customization in this game. Very, very cool. The meager coyote, but what did you expect for only 4 bones? Okay. So that just doesn't have a sacrifice cost. The rattler. So these all have bone costs. The nefarious rattler, a brittle creature once past its monstrous fangs. Cockroach. The unkillable cockroach returns to your hand after dying. Yeah, that's awesome. It's only a 1/1 and it costs 4 bones, but the fact that we're going to be able to keep just casting it is very, very cool. We'll do that. Keep the cockroach. You know, you're free to get up again to keep your blood flowing. No, we're in this. Okay, so let's... We have 2 items, it looks like, here, so we're going to have to just pick between which one we want. A rock may get you out of a hard place, so we could put up a boulder. This is the fan to get flight, or we could do the black goat that's going to give us 3. We don't have creatures right now with a 3 sacrifice cost, so I don't think I'm going to bother. Let's just put a blocker up for now, I think. Maybe not. Black goat could come in handy. Maybe we just don't use it until later, but even still, to be able to clutch out a 2-cast monster could be pretty nice. So we've got another battle here. Are you smart or something? No. He usually doesn't even bother teaching about bones. Alright, here's a tip. I saw a past victim writing a passcode in the rulebook. Okay. I don't know what that means. The rulebook is like this, but I think. I don't know what all these are. Oh, that's just for tools? Okay. Alright, squirrel. So we're starting with a squirrel. We have a grand fur to block. And doing 2 damage over there. Okay. So let's do this. We'll get some damage on the board right here. Okay. Drop him in, do 1 damage. He's going to come in, do 2 damage. That's blocked. Okay. Do a squirrel. Bring this in. We'll sacrifice both of these. Get some bones. Drop in our wolf. Kill the coyote. Nice. Okay. See if we can get... Okay. Can't really do anything there. Do we have 4 bones yet? No, we only have 3. So our Grand Fur is going to die next turn, but that's not a big deal. It's 3 damage already. And we're going to win already, so that's sweet. Put our squirrel in. We'll sacrifice him for the bullfrog. And then we can put our cockroach in now too, using 4 bones, and we'll do some overkill damage. I think. Maybe we hit right on. I don't know. If you desire, you may stand now. It will allow me time to plan. Relax, bro. I gotta get another card. Turkey Vulture with Flight. Pernicious Vulture, a Tyrant of the Skies. That is really cool. Cost 8 bones though. My stupid spelling, Death Touch. But free cast, we are definitely picking that. Oh my, the Conniving Raven, a Blight upon the Skies. So 2 really good flyers actually. This is either bone cost or 2 sacrifice cost, but our Death Touch 3/2 guy with a 0 cast is amazing. We just have to draw him in, obviously. With this, it's going to allow us to imprint sigils. I don't think we have anything really good for sigils yet, unless we can do the Undying one. And just return to hand. That would be pretty hack. Let's try that. Let's see if we can get that. If we can get the one where it doesn't die. Oh. Yeah, let's try that. I don't know if that burns the card. Yo, we can put... Okay, so this is going to give us a chance to see. If we can get Undying on our 3/2 Death Touch guy for free, that is a hack card. Wow. That is very good. Very good. Do your legs cramp? Does it give you backache? Yeah, my neck's kind of sore. This game can be lengthy. Stand if you wish. Relax, my guy. Let's fight, bro. Very, very, very cool. I want to play that card so bad now. Okay, what is this? So this is the wolf cub. I think that's 1 on his turn. So if we can get this in, get our bullfrog in, we'll fly for damage. He won't do enough to kill us, and then we should be able to kill him before he transforms, I hope. He's going to do 1 damage to us. That's fine. Perfect. Opossum is only 2. Yes! Amazing. So we got our free cast card in here. Perfect. They are going to be run over now. Boom. Wolf Cub's dead, so he does not get a chance to transform into his wolf. Lost our bullfrog, but that's fine because we got our bones now, so... might as well just see. Nice. Okay. Ever look in the rule book? Buddy, I tried. There's definitely passcode scrawled in there. They were looking up the bullfrog sigil. Oh, okay. Maybe okay, because there was a safe in the room. Maybe that's why the guy keeps telling me to get up. Bullfrog sigil, so I'll have to look at that. Okay. I'll look at that when we finish this one. We can put Opossum in for the 2 bones. That's not going to kill this guy. It probably was a waste, actually. But we're going to win on this turn anyways. Because of our Death Touch guy. Stupid Death Tough. I'm going to just pretend that that's what I meant to name him. Okay, so let's get up really quick then. I have no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is on. Okay. It allows me time to plan your next encounter, but do keep your hands off my possessions. So, what is this? Squirrel, wolf cub. I don't know what this is. What's this? Just some random things around the cabin. Where's the rule book? Alter deck. Holy buddy, what the hell is your problem? Is this the rule book? 273. Okay, Mighty Leap. So this is the bullfrog. This is what we had, the flying block. 273. Okay, so that's fine. Where's the safe? This. What does this do? 2, 7, 3. Yo, alright. Oh, we get a free card. Stink bug. Innocuous insect. Free a stink bug from the safe. Okay. Dope. Okay. Is the stoat around? The stunted wolf. This madness must end. Put that away. Okay, and there's a key, so I don't know what the key's for. Probably not for the door. No. This? What is this? Whoa. Not really sure what we're trying to do with this. Oh, are we trying to win the fight here? Those would cancel out, those would kill each other. Not sure. That's really cool though. Got a free card, and then we opened up another thing, so I don't know what this is. We can get another card here or figure out what this is. So let's figure out what this is. You came across a hobbled man standing beside some boulders. Sick mask. You caught me off guard. Not supposed to see me till further down the road. Say, I like me a gamble. If you can pick a boulder that has gold in it, you can keep it. Okay. Show me where to strike. I like number 3. Yo! It's gold. Okay, golden pelt. I can barely abide giving it to you. But a promise is a promise where I'm from. Okay, sweet. So we got the golden pelt. It wasn't a golden boulder, but it was a golden pelt. It had 3 less health. Or, sorry, it had 2 less health than the boulders did, but I would imagine it's going to be worth more at the traders. So that's cool. We know what that is. I think a different card would have been more beneficial. But, okay, we're going to get 1 attack here. Crackling fire lit the starving faces of the group of survivors. Cool. We have not food, one said, but perhaps one of your creatures will join us, enhance its power. Sure thing. Who do we want? Bullfrog would be pretty sweet. Want to, like, get better cheap casts. Death Touch would be really awesome to have higher strength, but again, it doesn't really matter. As soon as he hits a creature, he's doing damage. Plus, I mean, he's free, so it's just, I don't know how likely we are to get him. Opossum's pretty cheap cast. This guy's pretty cheap cast, but I like sacrificing him. Bullfrog, he's got a cool sigil, so let's put him in. He's a cheap cast as well. So he's going to be a 2/2 with flying block. That's awesome. Fireworm the weary bullfrog and enhance its power. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your bullfrog in tow, you retreated into the woods. Dope. Okay, very, very, very cool. Another fight. Stink bug. Our friend freed me. We have another friend here. Okay. Okay, so what do they have coming up? Porcupine, that reduces our damage, and this guy's flying, so he'll fly above us. He's got 2 damage. So this porcupine, we can't really put anybody in front at this point because he's going to negate all of their damage. Basically put them all to 0. So let's try and get in front of this sparrow. We still have to do 2 damage though, so he's going to do 1 damage, but he's going to actually fly right over the stove for a little while, so this is just going to be kind of pointless, but keep me alive. I don't know if that's like a secondary objective or if he's just kind of talking, but what do we want? Okay. So they'll only have, okay, okay. I'm gonna swing again. That's gonna be another 2 damage coming through though. Oh, no, it's not. I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Oh, bad. That was bad. That was bad. I keep forgetting that the cards are gonna move up 1 and then attack. That was my bad. Okay, so we can't do that fight again, but we did lose a flame, so it's just going to push us along. Elk Fawn. Kamasinki, I have no idea. This guy's got 2 sigils, though, for only 1 bone. He does no damage, though. I guess that's the thing. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that one. I wanted to see what it does. We've already got a full stash, so let's imprint these sigils. We're already up on our first boss fight, though. Or we will be in a second. What do we want to move? Would we move both of these? Guardian, when an opposing creature is placed opposite of an empty space. That's really cool to have both of those. Let's put him on. Who do we want to give that to? Wolf would be pretty rad. Bullfrog would be really cool too, just because. Let's put it on the wolf. Because it's going to minus their damage. He might not do damage to them, but he's going to do a lot of damage. Okay, we'll try that. Does that, oh, awesome. So it does imprint both sigils. I thought it might have made me pick one, but I don't know if that was the play there. Maybe it would have made sense to put on the bullfrog just to make sure that the flying damage can be completely negated, but the incessant clank, clank, clanking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. Okay, so we're back to fighting the Prospector. This guy's not so bad because obviously everybody that we have set up in the first place, he just turns to boulders. So we've got a bunch of blockers at that point, but some of my memory in the flash. Okay, so we got Death Touch already to start. I say that, but he's death tough. 0-5, so we really want to get rid of that pack mule. That would be rad. How much health do we have on him? He's a 2. This guy does 2 damage, so we don't want him to start there. This coyote's gonna just keep moving over. Oh. Actually, what's really cool is I could just do... Whoop. Bullfrog is... sacrifice and just put him here. And we're gonna win already. We're gonna have 5 damage come right through. Nice! But we lose our Death Tough guy now. So that might not have been the smartest thing. Because these guys are gonna just turn gold. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot that he's got the thing that returns him to hand. And it's actually really nice that we get bone counters for that too. Because I didn't think they technically died, but yo, okay, alright, that's awesome. We don't need a squirrel right now, but we can put an opossum out. I definitely want Death Tough out here. We can't really do anything until our blockers are gone now. We don't have room to put them, so let's just swing with Death Tough. I love that this guy has a free cast and can't die, basically. Oof. That is amazing. So Stink Bug does what? It reduces their damage, right? Yeah, it loses 1 power across from us. Okay, so he's only going to do 1 damage. So this is basically a 2-turn blocker. Golden Pelt we could put in the way. He's going to be blocked. Okay, whatever. We might as well just do that because we're going to win anyways. I could have done a little bit of overflow damage if I planned that properly. Actually, I guess I wouldn't have because Bloodhound would have blocked it, but boom. That was easy. I didn't even know that we lost a... Oh yeah, we lost that fight. I forgot we lost that fight. Very well. Okay, so now we pick a rare card. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Ouroboros, the Eternal Serpent. Death strengthens it forever. Another one that can't die. Oof. I want to get that one just for the sigil, but a 7/7 is nasty. What we could do with that? It's a 4-sack though. I don't know how often it is to have 4 things on the board. Pack Rat. Prudent Pack Rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. What does that do? When a card bearing this sigil is played, you will receive a random item as long as your pack is not full. That's so cool, but our pack is full a lot of the time. Oh my. We don't. That's the thing, is we don't need to do 7 damage. Oh, but against those grizzlies, yeah, we do. Okay, I'm gonna take him. 7 damage is too tempting to pass up. I don't know how possible it is to get 4 guys sacrificed though. But after the harrowing encounter with the Prospector, you gathered yourself and continued onwards. What would be really cool and what would work really well is if we had the cat that couldn't die, and we had Ouroboros, or we had our Death Tough guy that we could sacrifice because they would just come back. There's a bunch of new nodes on here. The air grew thick with moisture, so we're in the wetlands or whatever now. The buzzing and chirping of insects drowned out the sound of your familiar footfalls. You beheld the wetlands. Okay, so we don't know. I don't know what this one is. I don't think we've done this. You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Okay. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. What do you got? Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Is that a golden pelt? Magnificent. Why, yes it is. I can trade you any one of these. Take your time. Ooh. Long elk. 1 and 2. This thing doesn't die if it's sacrificed. This thing probably turns into something really cool after 1 turn. It's a 0/3 blocker, but this with Death Touch is so nice. This, not dying, would at least serve as a good block for a turn. That's hard. Let's do Child 13. I just need options to be able to sacrifice for things. These pelts are most excellent, my thanks. That's really cool. They didn't want our regular pelts, I guess. Maybe we didn't have any, actually, because we died with them all. Okay, so I don't know what this one is either. Our pack is full anyway, so there's no point. So let's go see what this is. Maybe it's just nothing. What the hell is this? Came across some familiar stones, but there was something different. You intuited that the fate of the creature selected for this would not be pleasant. Oh god. Do what you must. Please, no. It's gotta be our guy, I think. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to lose a 1/3, but this guy gets rid of their attack. Ooh. He's based on bones. This is 1 sacrifice. I think 1 sacrifice is easier than bones. We usually get this guy pretty early in the game, so I'm going to sacrifice the stink bug. Or do something with it. You callously slaughtered the stink bug. What happens now? However, the Bone Lord was pleased by your sacrifice. A minor boon of the Bone Lord. You will start each battle with 1 extra bone. Oh, hell yeah, that's cool. You shook off the viscera of the poor stink bug and carried onwards. Okay, that's really sweet, but the problem is now we have 1 less creature that's spawned in by bones. That's really cool. I wonder what else you can have. That's so cool. I wonder if we did sacrifice, if we would have started with like a free something. Okay, what do you got? 1/1. The bees are flying. Okay. What do we want? Death. I love this. I love this thing. Okay. Might as well just get them off the board. He's going to fly above me, but we'll attack into him. That's fine. Get a squirrel on here to sacrifice later. Okay. So it's 3 damage already. They're going to come in, do 2 damage. We should... okay. Put this down. Sacrifice these 2 squirrels for our wolf here. We got some bones now too, but we have nobody to spawn. So what would actually be really cool is to put together a nice mixed deck that works with sacrifices and bones. Because if you get bones when you sacrifice things, that is wild. So this should kill them both. Nice. Nice. So this bee came over. It's flying. He's not going to hit us, but we'll be able to take him out now. Got some good like movement utility over there for our guy. That's awesome. Okay. Both of these guys on the board right now, I don't want to sacrifice for Bullfrog because we're going to do enough damage right now and just boom. Okay. Yo, this wolf is a menace. Oh, that Mantis card. Oh, that's what I really wanted before. Okay. So we'll draw him, put Death Touch back in. He'll swing and kill Bullfrog. That's sweet. Boom. Yeah, we definitely need things for bones now, but... this is going to do boom, boom, kill them all. There we go. Nice. So we actually had damage go through. I forgot Bullfrog had damage go through. Okay, so this is what? The Trapper? This is the pelt guy. We don't have really a whole lot of teeth, I don't think. What do we have? 5? We have 6. Okay. Can't buy the golden pelt, but... oh. We were able to get a couple. That's sweet. This game is a lot of fun. Okay, so sigil, base stats, or items. I guess we have to look up here though too, because I mean obviously there's different pathways. It looks like there's cooler things along this path, and honestly I want base stats, because if we can increase death touch, or our death tough guy, it's going to give him 2 health. Ooh, he's going to be a beast. So this one is for 2 health. It looks like they keep saying the same thing, so I'm not going to keep repeating that, but death tough left. Oh yeah. Actually, this wolf would be really good too. We want to keep him alive because he keeps putting himself. Yeah, this doesn't actually matter how much health he has, because he's going to be returned to our hand and he's free to cast, so it actually doesn't make sense to do that on him. Damage would be really good, but for this we want to keep our wolf guy alive. I don't remember what this thing does. Once a card bearing this sigil is struck, the striker is then dealt damage. Oh yeah, that's amazing, because he puts himself in harm's way all the time, so give him an extra 2 health. He's a 3/4 now and seeks out everybody new. Oh my. That's awesome. Okay, I don't remember what this is. There's a lot of different nodes on this. Okay, this is the totem fight. Right. Right. So we're starting with an extra bone. We need more cards that come in for bones now, though. Opossum's kind of nice. We'll get another one here when we sacrifice our squirrel. What is this? This loses 1 power. Okay, so we need to... It's a good thing that the majority of our creatures here are higher than just the 1 damage. So this is all flying. So we'll at least be able to kill them with Bullfrog and block damage. So that's sweet. Boom. Put Opossum in now, too. I just won't put him in the flying way. We'll do 3 damage already. Ooh, yeah. So they're going to do 2 damage. I forgot that Bullfrog was going to block. That's really nice. Let's see what we can draw. As long as we keep drawing Death Touch, or our Death Tough guy, I could use him to kill the bee, but honestly though, like, we're swinging for 3 straight damage right in here. We're going to have 4 damage, and we're going to win on this turn. Boom. That guy's dead. Had 4 damage go through. A little bit of an overkill. Yo. That Death Tough guy is so rad. Okay. What's this now? 2, 3, or bones. I want bones. Turkey Vulture at 8 bones. Okay, that's expensive, but we got another creature for bones. We have enough really good creatures that we can bring in when we sacrifice. I guess this pack thing is kind of cool because we can do the amount of... Okay, and you have 3. Does it let us pick, though, or no? Instead, perhaps you'll accept this gift from my friend. Oh, we still get stuff? Yo, we get a card anyways? The Prudent Pack Rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. Amazing. I'll take a free card. I didn't expect to get anything there. Or them give us the option to switch some items out of the pack, but that is rad. I like that. Okay, so this is just a regular fight, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and we still have a full kind of stock of items. So these guys flip, we know that. Coyote's going to do 2 damage. Can we do anything here? Bullfrog. Do 2 damage, he's only got 2 health. Kingfishers flip, but we could at least block their damage. Let's do that then. Do that. Put a wolf pelt in here just to block this guy. And boom. So that's 2 damage. They're gonna swing for 2 damage. That's gonna kill my pelt. Oh, we get a bone for that though, that's cool. Okay. Oh. Having Death Tough is fantastic. Wow. So we're gonna block damage again. Bullfrog's dead. We get another bone. Kingfisher, sweet. Oh, it looks like we get teeth if we overkill a monster too. I thought it was actually just when we okay. Yeah, I definitely thought it was just... We're gonna have 3 damage come through. We're gonna do 3 damage, so we're gonna win. We're gonna win with 3 damage. Perfect. It's gonna be right on. Amazing. Okay. Because they would have had 2 damage coming back the other way. Sweet. Gonna get another card here. We're almost at the Trapper again already, which is, or the other guy, whatever he is. Lewis, Adder, or River Snapper. With this, I think I need cheap casts. We have one really expensive one. What does this do? This is... I think I'll take another Death Touch. Lewis. I don't know. I guess the purpose of this would be to keep him alive on our turn, but he's not really that great right now. I don't think he's going to help us going forward. Like, in our most immediate battles, I don't think he's going to help. Having sigils like that would be really helpful if you've, like, pumped the crap out of them, but we could imprint sigils, or we could give base stats. I want to give base stats, hopefully get some more damage or something on Death Tough. Okay, nice. We're going to get 1 power. Hopefully that'll help us take out some grizzlies. Yeah. Okay. Got 1 death touch. Gotta get that 7/7. That's wild. We got some really cool cards right now. Death Tough is a 4/2, 0 cast. Oof. So one of the survivors began pulling a knife. Yeah, okay. So that's all the same. Sweet. Now we are back up to our boss fight again in the Wetlands. He's going to take one of those from us, starting with the smoke, so a free blocker. Okay. So we just have to remember that the creatures that we want to protect, we have to play last, or that we have to play first. There's the 3rd talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever. But he's the only one of us with a plan to get things back to normal. Am I supposed to be leaving the table? I can't, so I have to remember to use these tools, though. Okay, so I start with a bone, which is fine. Kingfisher, he's gonna flip. I have the smoke. Oh, I can sacrifice him for 4 bones. Wow, okay. What is this? Stoat. Okay. Put him here. Sacrifice this. Put him in. Yeah. So we'll do our 1 damage. He's gonna fly over us. We're not gonna kill him because he's gonna flip. Oh yeah, right. Forgot about that. Okay. What's this? Kingfisher. So the same thing. So what I need to do now is sacrifice. I'll sacrifice these 2 for the wolf and then put in a squirrel, and he'll take the squirrel then. Sacrifice that, we'll get 4 bones. Sacrifice these 2 guys. Nice. So many bones. Yes. Boom. Put the wolf down. Okay, so he's going to take that. I don't know when he actually takes these cards, though. So now he's going to want the squirrel, so that's perfect. That'll be fine. That's 3 damage coming our way. Perfect. Boom. Cool. Okay, so he owns our squirrel now. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. I need something with bones that I can spawn. The opossum is cool. Because I'll do 3 damage here. The opossum only does 1 damage, but we have 1 anyway. So I'm going to lose this wolf, and then it's going to flip to grizzlies. So I think I actually don't want to win this fight yet. Okay. Okay. Gotta play this smart now. I want to keep the opossum. He's not going to be able to attack. That squirrel's basically locked. He doesn't sacrifice anything, so we just have to get rid of these right now. This doesn't have a hook, so he shouldn't take it on this turn. I'm hoping that he doesn't, otherwise we're screwed. Maybe he does, though. Oh, he does anyways? No, he doesn't. Maybe because we have something in front. Okay. I'm gonna keep just selecting here. We have a rabbit pelt. I don't want to win this game yet, though. Because we're gonna flip to all grizzlies. I think. That whole side of the board is gonna flip to all grizzlies. So I need to have some sort of a thing here. I think we might honestly just have to kind of do this. I don't exactly remember how that works. We'll swing for enough damage. Do I put Pack Rat in? I'm gonna just swing and see how this goes, because I honestly don't remember. This is gonna, I think, it wipes his board. Right? We didn't win that? Okay, so we just have a bunch of blocks now. Oh, weird. Why did we have Grizz? Oh, that only happens when we beat him. Okay. I'm gonna just try and keep getting a bunch of things in my hand here then. I just don't remember what happens. If we put this in, we get 3. I'm gonna put this in and hopefully I'm not... Oh god, okay. Okay, so he's gone. I'm hoping that I'm doing this right. Oh god, okay. I'm hoping that I did this right. Okay. Now his board is going to wipe and it's going to be replaced with all of those grizzlies. I think. I don't know why it was so hard last time. Maybe we just weren't supposed to go past that point, because that fight was way easier. Those grizzlies were like impossible to beat. I thought that was going to be the same fight every time. Okay, so we got the achievement for beating this guy in the wetlands, which is rad. We have all of these cards right now except for Ouroboros, so I want to even be able to just take this so that we can imprint this sigil again, because the ability to not die is just absolutely insane. You considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odor deterred you. Okay, so we're streaming on through, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let me think. Where are we now? A frigid gust of wind billowed, unwelcome, into your lungs. The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. Okay. You had ascended to the snow line. Okay. Show me some exquisite pelts. I don't really have anything. Sorry, bud. Here's what I can offer. You're gonna give me any of this just for one crappy rabbit pelt? I need more bone creatures. What's this? Creatures adjacent to a card bearing this sigil gain 1 power. That's awesome. Okay, let's do that. It's a cheap bone cast, the cheapest anyways. We're gonna have... The only reason I want to have some bone creatures is because we have like so many bones that we're accumulating and just have no use for them. Okay, so these wolf pelts are gonna allow us to add a sigil to somebody. So if we sacrifice him, he doesn't die. Did we get them, man? Oh no. Okay, so these are just things that we don't have already. So we could get... Okay. Black goat would be kind of nice, because then it's always... This is actually really good, because we're going to get bones and 3 sacrifice cost. That's amazing. Okay. That's the perfect thing to sacrifice if we could get it. Okay, very cool. So that cost us 2 wolf pelts, or 1 wolf pelt, I'm not even sure. We're going to get to restock our pack. Obviously, we used those last 2. Frozen opossum. Okay. What do we have to do? We have to pick. To the user, a frozen opossum is created in your hand. A frozen opossum is defined as 0 power, 5 health, frozen away. So I would imagine it's just like a defender. Okay. Oh, I would have taken the scissors. I didn't realize. I thought I got to pick 2 out of 3. Okay. That gives us flight. That could be very helpful, actually. What's this do? You will immediately gain 4 bones. No. We'll do the flight thing for now. I wish I would have understood that really quickly. I would have taken that cut thing. But the scissors. Okay, lucky draw. Nice. Got this big bad boy, but obviously no real way to play him. But okay, so we're all ready. What do we have? A 3/3 with flying, and what is this? When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space and receive the strike instead. That is a super cool card. Okay, so that just means we're basically not getting any free damage at this point. He's gonna fly over us, so he's just gonna block all of our damage anyways. Actually, this should block. He should be able to block the flying guy, which is gonna be pretty tight. Nice. Well, that didn't block at all, but okay. Okay, so he's gonna fly over us. What do I need now? Black goat. Sacrifice for that. Put the opossum in. Just so we can kind of move. He's basically going to do 2 damage to us. Okay, that'll at least work for this turn then. Oh no, it won't. Oh no. Oh, I screwed that up. I forgot. That time that guy went and blocked. I didn't expect that. Too bad. Okay, that sucked. That was my bad. I screwed that one up big time. Me pelts are clean. Okay. How many teeth do we got here? Only 4. We can get 2 rabbit pelts. Okay. Okay. I wish I would have done that fight differently. But again, though, we are learning a lot. This one is... I don't remember. I'm going to do this Ouroboros thing, though, because I want to be able to take that sigil off and put it on something really dope. Let's burn Ouroboros. Put it on something really cool. So basically, when it dies, it gets returned to our hand. I need something that's cheap. Four bones? How easy would that be to get? Two with flying block. 2/2. We get free items. That's kind of sweet. I don't know actually at this point what would make the most sense. Because he doesn't have flying. This is way too expensive to be able to utilize that. 4 bones might not be impossible though. Let's try that. We'll try this. I don't know if I like that a whole lot, but we'll see. Okay, we're going into another fight now. We only have 1 flame left on our candlestick, so if I have to blow our whole backpack here, I'm gonna, but that last fight did not go well. Okay, so exact same kind of setup here that they have. With a pelt, he is gonna go... They're flying, so that doesn't matter. Put that there for now. Put a... This is, again, not really gonna matter. Okay. We'll do that, so he's gonna have 3 flying over us again. Doesn't help. None of that helps. None of that helps. We have somebody that I can throw in and doesn't die when we sacrifice it, so that's kind of cool. But I can't sacrifice our pelt. We're gonna have no damage, and this guy's flying over us anyways. Yeah, we're kind of stuck. Because he's going to do another 3 damage. I don't know how you're supposed to do that. I could tilt this to buy us like 1 more turn. Let's try that. Ow. Oh, wow. That was only one tooth. Oh god, that did not do enough. Because this raven is going to kill us then anyways. Yeah, we can't do anything. Because this raven will fly over our frozen opossum. This guy's going to fly over our stoat. The mole, even if we could do a little bit of damage, we just have a bunch of 0 guys right now anyways, but the mole, even if we could do damage, he's just going to absorb that anyways, so I think it ends here at this point. But I might as well just try everything. Even if we do this, it's not going to do anything though. So we all have flight, but nobody does damage. We have the stout, that's it. Okay. Yeah. There's our 5. Ooh. We just did not have a very good hand at that point. We couldn't really do too much there. Oh. That sucks. But it gives us the opportunity to make another card. So actually the more runs that you do, the easier in theory this should get. Because if you can kind of keep creating your own cards, that's amazing. Especially if we could get another 0 cast. But this episode has gone on long enough, you guys. Hopefully, we will be able to make it further in the next episode. Hopefully, you enjoyed what you've seen today. We learned a lot. We made it, I feel like, decently far. I'm not exactly sure how many bosses there are to conquer in this one, but we have already passed through 2 of them, and it has been a lot of fun doing it. As you can see, there are a lot of different options as you go through your path here, as you decide to, you know, kind of tweak your deck to your own playstyle. But the randomness of this game, too, definitely leaves you guessing, and there's no real way to, you know, set up from the very beginning, but it's very, very, very cool. Very much enjoying what we've played of this game so far. So again, you guys, I mean, if you like this video, definitely give it a like. If you have any comments, questions, any tips, any strategies that you found worked for you, definitely let us know in the comments. Again, like when we start new games, they really aren't things that we look up strategies, but if there's anybody who's willing to chat with us through the comments, definitely love taking your pointers into consideration as we go and play through and try and learn on our own. So always really super cool doing that. Again, if you liked this video, definitely make sure that you're subscribed to Friendly Frenzy Games on YouTube. Got a bunch more gaming content just dropping as often as we can possibly get it out there. So again, if you like what you're seeing, definitely subscribe to the channel because we've got a lot more on there already, but definitely some more to come. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.